In Portugal, we were fortunate to enjoy many wonderful meals, but I wanted to plan one extra special dining experience during our trip. So I made reservations at Quimia, a Michelin-recognized restaurant located within the 5-star Epic Sana Hotel in Albufeira. My first impression of the hotel was that of elegance. The modern architecture, stylish decor, and clean contemporary design made it feel both luxurious and inviting. The concierge welcomed us and invited us to take a seat in the lobby. A few minutes later, the restaurant host came to meet us and personally escorted us to Quimia. On the way, we were given a brief tour of the hotel, past glowing pools, terraces, and beautifully manicured grounds. The restaurant is open air, but it still feels warm and intimate. The lighting was soft, and the tables were spaced nicely for privacy. The maître d' even offered to turn on a heater and bring blankets if the night air got too cool. The restaurant offers 3 different tasting menus: water, fire, and earth, each inspired by the elements and by Portugal's natural landscape. We chose the water tasting menu, a 12-course journey celebrating the sea. The tartlet shell was light and delicate, yet it didn't fall apart or crumble under the filling. The mussel had a wonderful acidity to balance the creaminess, and the edible shell looked almost like the real thing. The sourdough, which was aged for 48 hours, had a surprisingly mild flavor, and the cornbread was light and fluffy. It was clear that every accompaniment had been carefully considered. The creaminess of the butter and mayonnaise, the balance of sweet and acidity of the olive oil, and the delicate saltiness of the fleur de sel and mussel all complemented the breads beautifully. Don't let this delicate-looking morsel fool you. It was like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. The chickpeas and prawns really complemented each other.
Just to let you know, I love your earrings. I'm from Viana do Castelo, so that's the heart of Vienna. So it's very nice to see them as well.
We were in Lisbon first, before we came here, and
nice.
so I bought this from a very nice lady.
Okay.
Excuse me. So, hello, good evening.
Hello.
My name is Igor, I'm the head chef. Welcome to Quimia. Nice to meet you.
Wonderful. So nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
This is wonderful.
Yeah? So, this is first time with us?
Yes.
So, hope enjoy. Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you.
So, we start now the menu water.
Mhm.
This is first moment of menu water. This is our oyster from Mussel, from our coast. Special because of the size and the flavor is more intense. We have caviar. And we have a spicy granita. This oyster, chili, and caviar. So hope you enjoy and have a great time with us.
Thank you. Thank you
Nice
so
to meet
much.
you.
The chef used a molecular gastronomy technique to create the imitation egg yolk. I would have never guessed it was tomato. The server recommended breaking the yolk and eating it with the mackerel, then having some sorbet. Of all the dishes, the sorbet piqued my interest the most. My only reaction was, wow, it really was gazpacho sorbet. After the richness of the mackerel and yolk, the sorbet was so refreshing. I could have eaten a whole bowl of just that. The tuna tasted like it had just been caught. The pop of brine from the salmon roe, the hint of sweetness from the pickles, and the crispy tapioca gave each bite a nice crunch. They left out the seaweed powder on my dish because I was allergic to some of the ingredients. Although this restaurant doesn't have a set menu, they are happy to accommodate any dietary restrictions. The octopus was so tender. The first type of sweet potato was cooked in a regular cataplana style, and the second type was probably the crispiest potato skins I've ever had. A sorda is typically prepared with whatever protein is available and is eaten to help keep people warm during the winter. This dish is very special to the chef as it was adapted from his grandmother's own recipe. The texture of the coriander was crafted to mimic that of the bread. This soup was so comforting. I'd be happy to enjoy the chef's grandma's cooking anytime. The fish was perfectly flaky, and the risotto and beurre blanc were creamy but not too rich. As you can see, I saved the crispy skin to enjoy at the end. Our journey wasn't over yet. The first dessert course evoked the ocean using a variety of ingredients from the sea, a perfect harmony of sweet, salt, and fat. The essence of sea vegetables came through beautifully, and the slight brininess only enhanced the flavors. A classic combination of champagne and caviar. The citronella and champagne gave it a light effervescence, while the caviar and white chocolate provided the perfect counterpoint. The mushroom truffle was divine. The dried mushrooms that they used to line the box was so aromatic too. The peanut and gold chocolate was actually shaped like a peanut. I didn't have the cherry, but apparently it was delicious. Each course from start to finish highlighted the flavors of Portugal's coastline with creative combinations that were both surprising and harmonious. The service was graceful and unhurried. Each course was introduced with care, and the pacing of the meal allowed us to savor every moment. It wasn't just an extraordinary meal, it was truly an unforgettable experience.